right, everybody. You can just call me Mr. McSweeny. I have invited you all to this meeting because I want to shake things up here in the NYPTS office. And now all of you know what NYPTS stands for. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
The New York Pneumatic Tube Service.
Oh, right. Okay.
I forgot that you were also relatively new here.
Yes.
And just because we're still getting used to everyone, you're Slam McKnife Taker, right?
No, I'm Slam the Knife Morgan, also known as Haymaker Harry, Leonard the Divorce Lawyer, Elote Jr., the Obbledy Goober, the Mighty Puma, the Tracker, Tracker Wilson, Puma Wilson, the Suplexorcist. It's really just a matter of what you're most comfortable with.
We might need to shorten the list a little bit to get things flowing, perhaps.
I think it's fine. We'll just refer to you as Slam.
Slam works?
Slam's fine with me.
Well, welcome to the room. And then we have, is it Ira Fontaine?
Ira Fontaine.
Wonderful. We'll keep going down the line. We have Jonesy Smitherson.
Jonesy Smitherson here, radio voice extraordinaire.
Why does it kind of look like that guy from Brockmire?
You know, I've been told that several times, and every time I don't believe them.
I also don't know what Brockmire is, but one of the people out by the water cooler said to bring that up.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And then we have Holly.
Yep. Hey there.
Hello. All right. Well, you all kind of met each other on the call when I was moving out from Area 51. I decided to shift some things up here. So when I run teams, I like everyone to kind of have a level of respect for what they do and for what other people do, if you understand what I mean here.
Of course.
Can't say I quite follow.
Ira, you normally just stay back and provide tech support and don't necessarily go out into the field, correct?
Yes, my area of expertise tends to remain indoors with the tubes, repairing things and such.
And you're sort of a HR aficionado because you've had some run-ins in the field, right, Holly?
Yeah, some run-ins, kind of classified as a danger to the general public.
Uh-huh. And Jonesy, you actually go out into the field kind of regularly, more for some hingling and mingling?
Yes, of course. I am the most reliable talking in the field because, of course, who couldn't resist this lovely, baseless voice of mine?
And Slam the Knife Morgan, you're also kind of new to the team here, but you're sort of
That's right.
You're a pugilist, a luchador.
Yes, I have a lot of experience in the ring. I'm usually played as a face, if that matters.
Not really.
Baby face, even. Okay.
My son's tried to explain about a librarian lady, and now a bunch of people are angry about someone who returned to a wrestling thing, and they're all like, "Oh no, this is the wrong Johnny," and I don't really know what they're talking about.
See, that's a fellow by the name of John Moore. Anyway,
yeah. So normally y'all wouldn't be necessarily going out onto a mission together. I want y'all to start going out on missions together to kind of see where our weaknesses are, find new ways to improve, and, learn from each other and also teach to each other. So, are you ready for your mission? I don't know how you guys normally like to get these things.
Well, typically you get them through.
well, I mean, this is the longest I've been above basement floor in quite some time, so I'm willing to defer.
Oh, all right. And a video screen clicks on behind. This is Locktown, and I don't know if any of you follow the news of the weird, where apparently my predecessor did a bunch of finding that in internet Reddit databases and that sort of thing. Locktown is here in New York State, and they've been having snowfall, which is kind of weird because, our fucking with the natural order of the seasons has caused some rather hinks in the system of weather. Normally, we don't have increasing amounts of snow happening in a place over every night.
It is if you're upstate.
Huh.
It's May, though.
I was going to say, it's a bit late for snow.
Again, it is if you're upstate.
So I had some of the other folks down in the tech wing kind of run this against some of the rumors and hearsay mills that we have brewing. And it turns out that Locktown has a rumored pneumatic tube that y'all need to look for, and hopefully that will help you to stop the snow, because it's snowing a lot, and if it keeps growing at this rate, well, it's going to be really nasty.
So probably there's a tube that needs some maintenance. We just find it and we'll fix it. All right. Go team! Right?
Yeah.
Go team!
I could lend one of my snowshoes from the before times.
All right. I mean, I thought this was going to be like a PSA sort of gig, but I could do labor. I know my way around a garage.
All right. Well, here is your dispensation card. So if you need to stay anywhere or get some gas or get some weather, because it is going to be nippy out there, feel free to use these. I will just need an itemized report at the end, and I am sure that that won't be too much of a problem for Holly to help keep track of.
No. Holly's like wide-eyed, thinking about the numbers and the spreadsheets that something like this would require to keep track of, and licking their lips.
And so we smash cut. What vehicle are you all taking out? Because this is in New York. It's maybe 3 or 4 hours away from headquarters.
3 or 4 hour road trip. We probably need at least a little space. I assume we're also going to need some supplies.
Yes, I can take my bike if I need to. I do have gear tricked out motorcycle.
Okay, and then if the rest of you just want to take van, you can just take van.
Yes.
We can take van and then use the empty seat to load up on tube fixing materials.
I mean, how much is required to, fix a tube? How big do these tubes tend to be?
I would also add, when we say fix the tube, it's more akin to fixing a dog or a cat.
You have to go and diagnose them and then kind of do some strange arcane elements, perhaps put a couple of specific things into the tube to correct the imbalances, and then you got a fixed tube. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The key is you got to talk to it.
The key is you have to understand the tube.
All right, so with our luchador taking a bike and the rest of the party in a van, you all head over to the town of Locktown. And you still see mountains of snow that are starting to melt, because it's going to be a nice 70 degrees, medium humidity today. And so the ice is melting, or the ice and snow are melting pretty quick for what's already here, probably at about 11 o'clock in the day.
I'm very thankful for my fat snow tires. Yes.
Is this a street bike or a...
It's a road trip bike.
Okay.
With big ape hangers. And I think it's got a big headlamp on front and an ornate head up front, though the head is I do have one of those saddlebags, and inside the saddlebag is probably 4 or 5 different heads that I can put up on there for various identities. Currently it's just a big corn.
A big corn.
So this bike can get past the snow, no problem.
Yeah, it's fine. Takes a little bit of skill. But I can drive.
How's Van doing?
Phil Van might have to go a little bit slower, but we'll keep up, because this is turning to slush real quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
This isn't exactly.
Oh yeah, the roads have already cleared.
Okay, all right. Had to pull out the snowplows early, it seems, or late. One of the two.
I'm still bringing the snowshoes.
It might be a good idea.
And so Locktown is a town that's fairly well off. It's more middle to upper class. They have a large walkable main street, and there's also the Thomas Delgado Mall, which is one of those sort of outdoor walk around malls where they make it look like a town, but really all the second floors for the buildings are just for storage, and it's upper scale stuff. They have a Nescafe store.
Ah, fancy.
So, what y'all want to do?
Well, I think first and foremost, I'd like to establish that Jonesy is walking around town wearing what I'm going to post in the chat, this big old fur coat. Because this guy is dressing to impress, and it is, in his mind, it is, since it's already May, it's the Kentucky Derby time, baby.
That coat looks like it would be worn by a Russian man who does several crimes and who has very slicked back hair, no matter how many times he washes it.
Who do you think owns horses? Like, yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's how all the Russians do their money laundering these days, in horses.
Horse laundering.
You know, people make royalties off of horses, right? From like, all right, so we're gonna invest in some horses after this, but
Horses are a big deal. Okay, that's part of the plan. Horses. All right, write it down on the schedule book.
I'm wearing a helmet, some goggles, some elbow pads and knee pads, and jeans that are a proper length because I believe in safety.
I'm dressed like, well, if you're familiar with comic book characters, Raphael of the Ninja Turtles and the Thing of the Fantastic Four, sometimes they put on a trench coat and a hat.
Okay.
How I,
As soon as you said the Ninja Turtles, I knew.
yeah,
Oh, also like Benjamin Grimm.
yeah. So I said the Thing of the Fantastic Four, Benjamin Grimm being his given name.
My brain is tired. My brain was also trying to remember the Killing in the Name lyrics. Because my brain was like, some of those who work horses are the same ones who burn crosses.
Uh-huh.
It's been a day and a week.
Doing great.
It's been a time.
We're all doing great.
How do you want to handle things? Also, I will say those of you who are dressed for winter are very hot right now.
Oh, I'm not dressed for winter. I'm dressed for motorcycling.
I don't have the same relationship to temperature.
Ira was definitely dressed more for the office and just kind of ended up out here. So she's all right.
How is the like the air system in the van? I want to know like what quality of van do we have?
It's a good van.
Okay, it's a good van. Okay,
A decent work.
it's
van.
government van.
How's Jonesy handling the heat?
Yeah, it's not a luxury van, but like you could reasonably, like put it in a Splinter. I'm sorry, a Sprinter. Sprinter. That's what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, how's Jonesy doing with that big old fur coat?
Jonesy has taken off his fur coat and is pulling a little handkerchief out of his pocket and dabbing his forehead in an old-timey fashion.
Okay. Yes, that might have been a little bit much. You can leave it in the van if you want.
Oh no, this is a quality coat. I need to show it around to show what kind of gentleman you're dealing with here. Plus, I don't want anybody to take it.
The gentleman we're dealing with is going to suffer heat stroke.
Yeah, and if we need him to suffer heat stroke, we just throw the coat on top of him. Perfect way to neutralize an opponent.
As they're going back and forth, I would like to leverage my magical connection to the tubes
Mm-hmm.
and try and set us up a little hot cold tracker, like from a crazy taxi.
Yes. What ability would grant you that ability?
Use magic.
Oh, okay. So you just want to do a use magic roll?
Yes, I do, because I would like to do one thing that is beyond human limitation. I feel like that's kind of the catch-all. I would like.
Yeah.
But basically, I want to leverage my weird.
Yeah, roll plus weird.
That's a 6.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3. I'm marking experience.
So here's the problem. Jonesy bought a real fur coat.
Huh?
You can see that coat is haunted by the spirits of the many creatures that made it.
There's like 12 mink ghosts.
Yeah.
If I may. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I put an experience on the wrong person for one thing. But I think there's also a bit of a Metal Gear Solid thing happening where also Hollis killed a lot of fur animals for their pelts.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's like it starts as 6 and goes up to like a legion.
Yeah. So as you're like doing this, you try and like scan to find magic, and instead you sort of unify the ghosts of all of these mink,
Mm-hmm.
and the coat explodes,
Ah,
and they just all form legion, and like those pigs that ran off a cliff into the Bible, they all head down into the local sewer.
Whoa! Nice trick. How do you manage that?
Oh, didn't mean to. Oh, that's just souls wronged by this part of this vessel, seeking revenge and finding only pain.
well, I should have left her in the car then.
Magician's secret. Oh, I get it. Magician's secret. And then
Nope.
he does like a big giant wink.
Oh no, you didn't read any of those forms you filled out, did you?
What for?
Oh gosh, we'll talk soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to put that one on the incident report. Hopefully, they simply deteriorate quickly over time, because that was just a bunch of pelts that went down into the sewer, isn't it?
Oh, they'll
Anyway,
dry.
that has nothing to do with the tube. Let's find the tube, and then we'll deal with the ferrets.
All right.
But Jonesy bites his fist and then regains his composure, and it's like, they were minks, not ferrets. Way more expensive, way more shinier. But it's okay. Let's fix the tube.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
Slam is already wandered off into the mall and looking for like a pretzel shop or smoothie shop. One of those smoothie shops if they got the protein kind of additives to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely already looking for one.
Oh, yeah, you quickly find a Smoothie King that is in here.
He is just like wandered off like a giant toddler.
Hello, welcome to Smoothie King. What can I get you?
All right. I think I would like the passion fruit plus wheat germ plus what is that? Kale. I want the kale plus muscle boost. I want all of that.
Is that all you want in? All you want in your smoothie?
No, I told you I want the flavor that it said.
Oh, well, no, you want the passion fruit and the pluses,
Yeah.
and I've got that down. But do you want anything else in there? I mean, are you looking? Because we have like we have 5 ideas that we can provide you with to provide you the maximum smoothie experience. Do you want to feel energized? Do you want to tone up? Do you want to manage weight? Do you want to stay well? Or do you just want to enjoy a treat?
You know what? I'm gonna treat myself.
So you want to enjoy a treat, and what else are you looking for?
Probably bulk up. I can always use some more muscle, but that's I think that's good. We're gonna play it a little conservative.
Okay, and you like your fruity tastes. Do you like some tropical tastes?
I love tropical taste.
All right.
I like tropical everything.
Do you
Tropical shirts, tropical fish, tropical fruit.
have any sort of dietary restrictions?
No carrots.
No carrots. Okay, but nothing like peanuts, tree nuts, milk, or egg, or sugar?
I'm pretty good with all of those. I'm only allergic to carrots.
All right. Well, you might actually be more interested. We have a stretch and flex pineapple kale.
All
Well,
right.
we also have a pineapple spinach. We call it our activator recovery.
Interesting. Tell me more.
About which one of those? We also have the blueberry tart cherry, the strawberry banana, or just a normal tart cherry.
I think I want the pineapple spinach.
All right. So it's got pineapples, pear, passion fruit juice blend, coconut water, protein blend, gladiator protein vanilla, and organic spinach.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. And we'll get those additives in for you.
Yeah.
And are you going to pay with card or cash?
He's gonna like pat himself, and I think he has the card.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no, everyone was
Yeah.
given a card.
we each don't have our own card.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna use the card. Yeah.
And do you need a receipt?
Yes, please.
All right. And so your smoothie comes up, and they give you the receipt.
Okay. Have I seen anything weird or out or just noteworthy on my smoothie adventure? I guess.
would you have been keeping an eye out for things on your smoothie adventure?
I think it's very much at the level of I'm in a new place and I'm not quite sure where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave it to your discretion whether or not that would actually let me find anything.
Use a move.
Yeah, let's do a investigate a mystery,
Okay.
which is plus sharp, so -1 for you.
Yeah, -1.
Yeah, the notice.
And I'll say roll that with disadvantage because you were coming here for your smoothie.
I was coming here for my smoothie.
At no point during that interaction did you attempt to gain any information.
None. None. He's not even fully sure what we do.
Mm-hmm.
3?
You are just taken away by the fantastic flavor of this Smoothie King branded smoothie, which, the activated recovery pineapple spinach smoothie from Smoothie King isn't how I'd roll, but it is something that you can go to your local Smoothie King and buy.
Mm-hmm.
Said Luke, who did actually pull up the Smoothie King website, run through the which smoothie should you get.
Okay, I was going to call you out on that before I say, hey.
I didn't even know this was a real place.
Sahoni,
2022. We're talking about real brands here.
Don't forget to mark experience, which you do every time you fail a roll.
Oh god, the police are here for your smoothie opinions.
I put a X on your experience block.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. So, while Slam is just completely leaving the party to get a smoothie, and the rest of you
just absolutely down in Smoothie Junction right now.
Did anyone follow him?
I'm going to say Jonesy followed him just because there's probably he can probably talk up one of the vendors to get get some information. So while Slam is getting his smoothie, Jonesy's going to saunter up to the soda shops, even though it's a smoothie place, and say, "Hey there. Lovely weather we're having.
Hi, welcome to Smoothie King. What can I get you?
It's been a crazy weather we've been having recently."
Oh, yeah. No, I hate the snow because, the first day was fine, but if I keep having to drive this way, it's I'll have to wait for them to plow the roads, you know?
Yeah, of course. It must be hard to get, even the mail carriers must be having difficulty. There's snow and sleet and all that.
Well, most of them are doing fine, and you know why.
No, why is that?
They get supercharged with the smoothie from Smoothie King.
Oh.
So what would you like?
You know what? I'll take what you're offering. And then while he's making the smoothie, and then Jonesy says, I've been meaning to send some mail while I was out and about. Do you happen to know if there's any, where the post office is, or maybe there's any pneumatic tubes?
Roll a manipulate someone. All right. So plus charge.
Okay, I got a +2 on that. That's what I was trying to do. And I rolled 6 + 2. That is an 8.
Are you a cop?
Oh, no, I'm not a cop in the slightest. Just, your regular radio-friendly voice man out and about town, running some errands, getting a smoothie, getting supercharged, and trying to send a package.
If you're not a cop, then they take a small teaspoon of something and draw a line out on the counter. Snort this.
What strain of Coke is that? Is that Cucamonga? Is that Walla Walla Washington? Is that high powder, low powder? Give me a breakdown of what I'm snorting here. I want to make sure that I know that you understand that I'm not a cop. I want to make sure that you're a man of taste.
It's not Coke.
Good, because winners don't do drugs.
It is Gladiator brand protein.
Oh, that's the good shit.
Okay. I'm gonna. God, I'm just trying to think what of my. See, I'm gonna use Notorious because I have a bad because player me has a bad feeling about that protein. So I'm gonna say, oh well. I'm not a cop. I'm Jonesy Smitherson. You might have heard me make announcements on the radio. You recognize my voice, surely you do.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. There's that hockey game, right?
Yep. Announced plenty of hockey games, wrestling matches. I've announced it all.
Yeah. So, you're obviously fine just snorting some powder. I don't know. You do move a lot in a lot of places. Oh, all right. So you're asking about the mail, or you talking about the tube?
Yeah, I heard pneumatic tubes are the newest fad to get things from place to place these days.
Yeah, you're talking about Old Shoe Manor.
Old Shoe Manor, yes. Sounds like I am. Could you give me and my associates some directions?
I mean, you can just probably Google, like Google Maps is a thing.
I'm already Googling it as this is happening.
Yeah, you find someone has it's on the map as Shoe Manor, and then like someone has put in a suggestion that is waiting to get verified to call it Old Shoe Manor.
So I wonder if there's a new Shoe Manor.
No, there's not.
All right. Seems like a wasted opportunity to me for branding, but that's just me. So this is where these tubes are, right? That's the thing we gotta fix, right?
Yeah, it's like one of those places where you can apparently just like put a wish in, and it's supposed to be better than like Oprah's The Secret.
Well, I do like manifesting. I have a dream board back at my house where I put up all my visions of my future and my goals. I find it a very useful exercise.
I am going to post that Jonesy is not brave enough to do a line of Gladiator protein off of the counter, and enjoy your smoothie, sir. Do you need your receipt?
Yeah, sure. We'll take a receipt, put it on the business expense, and give them a record back home.
They hand you the receipt. We cut over to our other two party members. How are y'all doing?
Well, I do imagine that Ira would have first been like, all right, so the problem is there's snow, and there shouldn't be snow.
Yep. Season and the climate.
So perhaps we should take a look at the snow itself, perhaps? Is it some kind of magical? You have a sense for that, don't you? And please don't make any ferrets explode this time.
No, and not to heart, but minks. There is a substantial difference.
The minks, that's right. They're animals. I know this.
Well, gosh, I'm a little jumpy at the thought. Do you maybe have something I could use maybe to tune in a little bit?
Let's see what we've got in the van. Perhaps have some sort of some parts of the workshop here that we brought along with us. Perhaps some sort of
You have all kinds of weird ingredients and tools.
Something to sort of focus in. Yeah, just kind of, it's like a duffel bag of just like the most important things, the things that probably we're gonna need. I mean, it's a snow kind of situation, right? So we're gonna need some of this or some of that.
Immediately picture a like tuning fork, but made out of brass pneumatic tube.
Yeah. Ooh. So just kind of pulled this out and kind of let it go. Dong. Perhaps this could focus that energy a little bit more. See if you can pick something up a little bit better with this.
And I'd like to give a use magic another shot.
Actually, I'm going to ask you to do a help out roll, and can Ira give me a weird science roll? So roll plus weird.
Roll plus weird. All right, cool.
So give me the results first for our good angel pal, Holly.
So that is, you roll 2d6 with this?
Yes.
All right, cool. Who's going first? Holly?
That's a 12.
Heck yeah. So you're going to give them a +1 on their roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, on a 12.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Who's rolling the help?
You are.
Oh, I thought Ira was. I'm rolling the help.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Okay, I rolled a 9, so instead of weird.
Mm-hmm. So, Ira, let me know what you get for your plus weird roll.
So, Ira has 0 weirds. That is a 9 total also.
So, sorry, Holly got a total of 10 on that roll?
Yes, I did. Sorry.
So that allows it to get bumped up to a 10 for Ira's roll. Your weird science requirements, you get to pick 2 of them that you have, which is it needs a rare and or weird material, it will be reliable, it requires huge amounts of power or fuel, it will take a long time to get it working, it won't work exactly as you intended, or you will need, beyond the hunters on your own team, help to finish it.
So, I mean, I am getting help from Holly. Would that qualify as need help from the other members of my team? Or would I need everybody?
It would be beyond members of your team.
Beyond, I heard, would need the... Okay, so does it work exactly as intended? I think that could be fun. Let's do that. Doesn't work exactly as intended, but we're trying something.
And you need to pick one more requirement for it.
Right. I don't have the list right in front of me, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to put this on the sheet. One moment, because you're the only one who has this special move.
I'm the only one who does the weird science.
Da 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 da. John Hughes' background is kind of weird. Wide focused. There we go.
Oh, okay. I see it. Okay, yeah, so it won't work exactly as intended, and I think it's going to take a long time for it to get working.
Okay, and so this is your tool for sort of identifying where it would be?
I feel like this is kind of a tool for identifying large quantities of magic. Specifically like tube type magic. Assuming that the snow is something produced by the tube that maybe has some magical properties, and by finding where the most snow is, we could find where the tube is.
So finding where, like, the crux point is.
Yes.
Yeah, so you take out this, like, tuning fork made out of similar metal, and I think it's something that Holly sees, because Holly kind of has variable magic vision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sight beyond sight.
And so, like the Windows 95 pipe screensaver, just like two energy pipes just like come out of the ends and start going and splitting and forming a path. And you see it go through people and they don't even notice because, it's looking for full-on magic ley lines. So this will take a while.
Just holding up this little tuning fork, like with my little hands, like just all right. I assume it's still taking its sweet time. Normally, I am literally right next to the tubes, so this is kind of an easier tool to use.
I know. If you use this thing on basement sub level 3, you're right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty instantaneous reaction. Holds it up a little higher to see if it helps.
Poor thing ain't used to being in the wild. It'll get over it.
And so I think while you all are having this conversation, the other two come back with their smoothies.
Hey,
do you have receipts?
Yes.
Yep,
I do.
Okay, please.
He shows it. I was like, this is my first time I've been on a company's card.
Thank you. Jonesy?
Yep, Jonesy hands it over.
Put them in a little pocketbook, in a very secure, zipped up pocket. And
we found a spooky house. And then he shows like his phone, which still has like the...
This is a phone, not a house.
Well, the house is on the phone. I know it's real small.
Oh right, hold on. Let me see. Has him like lift up her little like office worker glasses to take a closer look, like you're showing your mom a fucking meme on your goddamn phone.
Yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah, do you all want to head to Old Shoe Manor? The other thing that you probably should get done before it is too late today would be like checking in to find a place to stay, because you don't know how long this mission is going to take, and maybe doing some additional research, but it is up to y'all.
It's probably going to be very cold tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we ought to get a roof over your heads here.
Okay, that's probably a reasonable thing. How long do these things usually take? Like, assuming we're just gonna, go find it and fix it, but I guess this will take longer than that, given how long it's taken this thing to identify where that tube is.
Oh, it's gonna depend on the tube.
It always seems to depend on the tube, huh?
You don't tell it what to do. We just figure out what it needs, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess we find a place to stay the night, and then we go to the house, I suppose.
I think Jonesy is going to pull the move home ground. Your crew made a point of keeping the locals happy, keeping them safe. When back in your old neighborhood, you can always find people who will hide you or help you with a minor favor, no questions asked. So I think what Jonesy is going to try to do is try to call in a favor of, one of his old friends, because, he knew from his announcing days, and see if he can swing a roof over our heads, or just a place to crash for the night.
Mm-hmm. So you have a guy you used to know back when you were doing radio and he was doing TV, Clarence Horror, who lives in the town.
All right. I know a guy by the name of Clarence Hora. Used to hang out with each other back in the old announcing days. Maybe we can find him. Sure, it'd be amicable to have us crash the night.
Just a quick clarification. Is that Hora as in the traditional Jewish folk dance?
No, horror, like the genre of spookiness and tingles.
Oh, I thought you were saying something dirty.
That clears it up. Thank you. We have company cards. I went Chicago.
Changing.
I tried really hard to do some Uper accent, and it's just not.
Uper's playing euchre.
Oh, Uper's playing euchre. I lost it. We have the company account. We can just charge it. Don't have to stay on a dirty couch.
Are there any hotels around?
Well, we're at a mall, right? Is there like an express of some kind?
A Holiday Inn Express? Yes, there's also a Sheraton. They also have a Hilton Jr.
I'm okay. It's been a bit since I've been on the road. I don't know if this is another Smoothie King thing or if it's just like
no one tell
a
him.
Hilton with a top hat or like one of those beanie propellers.
No one tell Sahoni. No one say any information one way or the other. Which one does NYPTS get like points with though on these cards?
Ooh,
who do we have bonus nights with?
Previously, they didn't really care about that. Because, like, a lot of the time you end up in towns with, like, oh, yeah, here's our motel.
Yeah, fair.
And it's like a roadside affair. So it is up to y'all.
Well, at this point, this is going to be a company expense. I suppose whatever is the closest to the center of town might be nice. Only because we might be doing a lot of travel within town,
Yeah, the Hilton Jr. should have a bar. Plenty of folks we could talk to, get some more information from.
Oh yes, that's the thing Jonesy does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's okay. Let's go there. I mean, team player.
So you all head over to the Hilton Jr. and it is a 3-story building, lavishly furnished. And when you come up, there's an attendant hotel clerk who says, "Welcome to the Hilton Jr. Can I help you all with anything?"
There's just a moment of Holly's eye, like pupils dilating and nostril flare. I'd like to talk to you about your business packages, efficiencies, and purchasing rooms.
Oh, yes. Are the group of you... Yes, you would like a discount?
I'd just like to be able to look at the packages and see those numbers, compare those numbers, and be able to optimize those numbers for our group.
Yes, they pull out something that is meant for much larger groups, like if you're going to be renting out entire floors, and hand it to you.
Oh, afraid not. This is going to be more of a long-term, possibly longer term, but smaller group stay. Looking at more of an economy package, and I'm trying to shuffle the rest of the group along.
Roll plus charm for a manipulate someone.
Haha! Oh no, that's a 4 total.
This is a Hilton Jr. We are not a stay-a-month venue unless you are looking to drop serious money. You can join the Hilton Jr. Rewards if you would be interested in earning points for your stay here, and after, I believe, 2 weeks of staying, you will get a night free.
I think Holly's just dizzy looking. I'm sure this clerk is gesturing towards the different packages and deals, and all of this is on a scale that...
Oh, no, they aren't even offering you that. No, they give you the sign up for our rewards package. You get what everybody else gets.
Oh, no, I see. I misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
They're still being nice somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that be true?
It's a Hilton Jr., Sam. Class is in their name.
which we will not confirm is real or fake.
Listen, I've got a lot of good memories at the Hilton Jr.
I'm 99% sure you get a toy with every stay. You do have to steal it, and it's really little, though.
I think Holly just falls back dizzy onto a couch in the Hilton Jr. lobby.
Mm-hmm. It's a very plush and comfortable couch. So would you like to be staying here indefinitely? If so, I would need a card on tap.
Just wordlessly hand it over.
How many rooms and how many people?
Four rooms, 4 people.
King size, doubles?
Doubles.
All right. They ring the card through. This is going to be about $800 a night while you're staying here. Hilton Jr., baby!
Hilton Jr.,
I'm going to
baby.
roll charm to see maybe if we can just get rid of that whole thing. Manipulate someone. And Jonesy saunters up and says, listen, you might not know who you're dealing with, but this is quite the important organization here. And if you want all this snow to go away, let's just say you let us operate here as a home base. And at the end of all this, we make it worth your while. And I rolled a 9 plus 2, 11.
Yeah, there's no way. I have no idea who you are. That's not going to happen. Here's your friend's card back. Enjoy your stay here.
Thank you very much. And then when Jonesy turns around and makes sure his back is to the clerk and goes, well, fuck.
Just consider it more encouragement to get this done as quick as possible.
That one's on me. Eyes are bigger than my stomach there. Whew.
It's all right. And Jonesy gives a couple packs on the back and so, and gets the room keys, distributes them, and says, all right, let's go to the old shoe manor.
And that is where we are going to stop this week on RPG Pals Club. You've been listening to RPG Pals Club. I'm Luke, your game master. You can find this podcast at rpgpals.club or on our Twitter, which is RPG Pals Club. We hope that you have enjoyed this return to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, as we are getting close to the end of Gary's vision. It's only taken us 56 episodes? No, 57. Yeah, 56 or so episodes to get to the big finale.
10 days and 56 episodes.
Yeah. So look forward to what is coming up in the future.
I'm curious to whatever it is.
More guns. We all get a gun.
It's just Shadowrun now.
Campaign 2, we get guns.
Even Barry.
Bow, bow. I have plans and thoughts.
All right.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Leave us reviews. You know the whole spiel. It means a lot. Also, if you enjoy the podcast, let us know on Twitter. And yeah, Luke, your game master, can be found on Twitter at Koltreg. That's KOLTREG. I have a bunch of podcasts that are wrapped up, but also the Exiled Annual is coming up soon. I did a Fallout Columbus set podcast where it sounds like that is also going to get a New Game Plus style sequel to it. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at Koltreg and check out all the shit that I do.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Frunding_Loom. It's FROONDING_LOOM. And that's all I got to plug.
I'm Madison. I've been playing Koyos. And you can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRikuru, Rikuru spelled RIKURU. And pretty much everything I do will be linked through there. So, it's a hub of sorts. Have fun.
I've been Eric, a.k.a. Rhythm Bastard. You can find me on my website, rhythmbastard.rocks. Rock so hard I had to put it in the URL. You can also support me monthly by going to my Patreon at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. I record new music, I record covers, and hopefully a visual novel that's going to act as sort of a prequel to this little campaign we've been doing.
Woo-hoo.
You can also support me by going to my Bandcamp page at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com or on my Threadless store at shop.rhythmbastard.rocks.
I am Gina Dazer. I'm on Twitter occasionally at adaser, Adaser. I'm working on some pretty big projects right now, but mostly in the physical space. Look forward to those in the future. And just take care of yourselves, show care for yourselves and others, and have some cocoa. 'Tis the season.
Hi, I'm Sahoni. You can find me on Twitter at Sahoni_stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff, where you can see me talk about my other podcast, Barking Points Memo, which is a semi-weekly current events comedy podcast where we look at the news and scream, but in a funny way. You can also find links to my shop, bramblewolfgames.itch.io, because my game is finally launched. That's right, you can go get Exceptionals, a game about community, activism, and kinetic I-beams right now. It's been selling pretty well. I'm currently working on a setting book for it, with some extra protocols for more character options, which you can support the development of on my Patreon, which is Bramblewolf Games on Patreon. I have community copies if you are a marginalized person or a poor person for whom the $15 would be too much of a burden for. And you can even sponsor extra community copies through tips and support on my Patreon.
And that kind of wraps things up. Thank you. Welcome back to the entire party being together. Thank you again to Jen Overstreet for stepping in on the previous arc. And keep an eye out. Keep healthy. Keep safe. Keep happy as much as possible. And thank you for listening. Catch you on the flip mode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.